Yo, I'm DrewIsSharing, and right, I have never made a video about Jake Paul. I know that must be very fucking weird, right? A YouTuber, over 100k subs, in the commentary community, never made a video about Jake Paul. Fucking crazy, right? That's probably why my channel's dead. You may or may not know the whole RiceGum and Jake Paul situation that's going on right now, but if you don't, here's like a really brief. So a year ago, RiceGum asked for a content cop on himself. A year later, RiceGum gets a content cop, but it dubs him the Asian Jake Paul. RiceGum and iDubbbz talk some smack. RiceGum then rips on Jake Paul in the video. Jake Paul then responds with this video, which I'm gonna talk about today. So here's a big question. Why have I never made a video on Jake Paul? To be honest, I've never actually either agreed or disagreed with him enough to make a video on something that he's done. Everything that I've seen has sort of been pretty petty, and then if it has been something that's big, I just haven't really cared. So I was gonna make a video on the iDubbbz and RiceGum situation, but then I just didn't really feel it. Like, I really wasn't feeling the whole like passion there. It just was like, it was so close. Like, I was really wanted to make a video on it, but then I didn't connect enough with the points and stuff. But now it's a different story. The reason this is a different story, and we're in this sort of collision here, and I'm making a video at this stage of the situation, is because I actually agree with Jake Paul on something, and I disagree like very heavily on a couple other things. But that's why I want to make this video, because I can agree with somebody and I can disagree with somebody, and I can have a discussion with them about it, innit? Like, I don't have to, like, you don't have to hate somebody just because you don't agree with something that they say. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I haven't made a video on Jake Paul, is because none of the stuff that he said that I disagree with is anything that I could ever hate somebody for. Like, I have friends, you know, best friends that would agree with half of the stuff that he says that I would disagree with, and like, that doesn't mean I have to hate somebody and make a video on them. And that's kind of why I'm excited for this, because I'm gonna have a discussion, right? So I'm gonna agree with some RiceGum stuff, I'm gonna agree with some Jake Paul stuff, and I'm gonna disagree with both as well. But I don't hate anyone, innit? Like, and I'll explain more towards the end of the video after we've watched Jake Paul's video, just so you can get a full grasp of everything.
This is about this kid, Brian Lee, who has this platform where he promotes negativity and things to his fans that should not be allowed to be made fun of or talked about in that type of way.
Promoting negativity, man. When I first saw this in the video, I thought to myself, RiceGum's pretty lame. Like, I don't mean that in like a horrible way. Like, I just mean his videos are lame. They may be negative, but they're not like affecting the world, innit? Like, no kids are going out on the street and are fucking like punching up some other little kid going, "This is in the name of fucking RiceGum." I guess Jake Paul's audience and RiceGum's audience is 12. So I can see where Jake's coming from. Like, they don't have like an 18 plus audience like I do, like sort of 16 to 25 audience. It's also the amount of people who watch my videos as well. So you 20 people watching this, sick. So I can see where the negativity is coming from. You know, for that younger audience, I can understand how it could be a little negative, like not the most constructive thing in the world, but then RiceGum's content isn't very good.
I'm sorry, I'm like baffled. He starts to make fun of suicide, and by implying that I should kill myself or people in the Team 10 house should kill themselves.
And then a rope hanging down with like the swirly thing and then like a chair underneath, just right around there somewhere. What do you think?
I think you should put like vanities to do your makeup. Yeah, I think that could be really useful.
There you go.
Whether he's joking or not, he needs to be called out for these actions. This is unacceptable. Hundreds of thousands of families are affected by suicide every single year. It's not something to joke about.
So I think there's some better things you could call out than that, but at the same time, it wasn't funny. Like, it wasn't a funny joke. That's the only thing. But yeah, this wasn't funny. Like, RiceGum's video, this wasn't funny.
The next thing that like really truly bothered me, and is why I'm making this video, is he talks about how Nick and Tessa are fat and he's body shaming them. He says that if they got into their elevator, that the elevator would break. And this isn't the first time that he is body shaming Nick or Tessa. He continually talks about this. And you know, the first couple of times that I heard about this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. But it needs to stop. Like, this kid needs to stop. He is a wrecking ball of negativity, and who knows when he is going to actually offend or deeply hurt a kid by bullying them.
So Nick and Tessa are fat. Oh shit, this is what the claim is. Oh, body shaming and all that. Look, I actually have a weird opinion on this, right? I actually think the way in which RiceGum went about trying to joke about that was in a very flawed manner. It was like the type of joke that you would say to somebody if you've known them for a really long time and you know they're comfortable with joking about that sort of shit, innit? Like, I don't know if you've seen David Dobrik's vlogs, innit? But, you know, if he was to say that sort of thing about, like, someone in his vlogs, I'm sure they would be perfectly fine with it because they've known him for fucking ages and they joke about that sort of shit. But when it comes to just, you know, doing like fat jokes and stuff to somebody that you don't know, when you don't actually know if they have like a sort of struggle with it, like, that's a little bit fucked up. I think jokes are jokes, innit? I think if you've got a really funny joke, I think somebody, even if they're really struggling with something, will find it pretty fucking hilarious. But I think I've stressed this so much in this video, but it just wasn't a joke. Like, it wasn't funny. Like, it just, like, I don't know what constitutes as a joke these days. Does it constitute a joke if you're trying to make it a joke, or if it's funny? Because I think it has to be funny. Yeah, I think jokes are jokes, but it's just completely unnecessary, innit? It just makes RiceGum look like an arsehole.
Like, who are you? Women should feel so comfortable in their own bodies, and they should be able to post wearing whatever they want, or be whoever they want, or eat as much as they want.
People should eat whatever they want. I hear that a lot. And I think that's a little bit hypocritical, innit? And like, Jake, I think you just don't even realise this, innit? Like, it's not a thing which if Jake Paul was to think about it, he'd be like, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. I think, yeah, people should be able to eat whatever they want. Like, I eat shit all the fucking time. I literally eat like fucking shit. I have not eaten a vegetable for like 3-4 years. But I think where the line is drawn is when it's endangering somebody's life. Like, I don't know, I've literally made a video about this in the past, like the Tess Holiday thing. I think if it's at a point where it's endangering your life, then you should speak about it and should try to, you know, let them know what the situation is, because like Jake said at the beginning of the video, suicide is bad, right?
Who the are you, dude? You're setting a terrible example for every kid who watches your videos.
You're setting a terrible example in your videos, RiceGum. Terrible, terrible videos, man. Terrible example. Terrible example, man. Jake's a lot better, you know, hanging off 180-foot cliffs.
Hundreds of thousands of families are affected by suicide every single year. It's not something to joke about.
Please don't, Jake! Yeah! Die, Jake! Jake! Jake, please don't, Jake! Jake! Oh my gosh! Jake! Stop it! Please don't, Jake! Yeah!
Not something to joke about.
Because, you know, talking some smack about people on the internet is way more dangerous than fucking push-ups off a cliff. Games, mate, games! Like, yeah, there have been some dangerous things that Jake Paul's done. I've been to this place, it's Ringe Dam. It is scary. Like, if you trip, which there are tons of places which you can just trip on, you will fall off the edge and die. And people have died there many times, and they've tried closing it many times, and it's a hard route to get there, and you have to go over the top of this dam. And so, I'm in LA, I've gone to Ringe Dam, and a couple of days later I found out Jake Paul's also gone to Ringe Dam with Logan Paul. And Logan Paul has just filmed Jake Paul doing push-ups on the edge of the 180-foot cliff, which nobody knows if it could just break off at any point as well. Like, nobody knows how stable it is. Like, bits have just broken off. So, setting the example, innit?
You're setting a terrible example.
I don't know, I think it's just necessary to, like, classify what you mean by terrible example. Like, terrible in what way? Like, just make sure you mention, like, why you, like, you know, what really is gonna make it such a terrible example, and also make note of things that you've done in the past that also might not be the best of examples. Like I'm also a personal believer of YouTube does not, like having a YouTube account with a YouTube audience does not make you a role model. It doesn't make you have to set examples. People don't have to live by you. You make content for people to watch it the same way there is on any platform. Nobody has to live by your content in it. I don't think that's the same with my content. Like I make videos to make people laugh, not to be a role model. Like I actually make videos for myself because I enjoy making them. That's why I started my channel. I didn't start it to be a role model.
I've met you before. You can make a change for the better, but stop being a piece of
Stop being a piece of shit. Honestly, I completely agree. At least if you're not gonna be a complete piece of shit, make good videos. You can't have like, a bit of both. Like, you gotta either be an asshole and make good videos, or make bad videos and don't be an asshole. I don't know. Yeah, you can't be an asshole and make bad videos. So there's a part in RiceGum's video where he like tries to bitch up Jake Paul about like money and stuff, and like his house and all that, and Jake Paul just like completely destroys him. So I'll just show a couple clips of that right here.
In your video, you started comparing us. You started saying that, oh, our house is this, your house is that. Don't ever compare me to your sorry ass. I bought this house with my own damn money. You're paying rent for one room within that house. You don't even have enough money to buy a house in California.
So last month I made a roughly $60,000 for 1 month.
Wow, you made $60,000 in a month, Brian? If I make $60,000 in one day, I come here to my bed and I cry myself to sleep as a failure. $60,000 for me is a bad day. And I know your merch sales aren't your biggest video is because of me. I am your dad. Speaking of 20%, if you want to sign to Team 10 so you can become relevant again, I'll be glad. I know you want to join Team 10, except I'm taking 40% of your career because there's a lot of work to do. And while we're on the topic of Team 10, it's crazy how you guys want to copy us and create your little clout gang when I have made everyone that is in clout gang.
So I don't think you made FaZe Banks. I think FaZe did that.
And if you look at it, I think clout gang actually spells low gang.
I don't think clout gang spells low gang. I think it spells clout gang.
Brian, you don't have a car. All of the Lambos that you flex with are rented.
And see, even I own a car. Even I own a car. But right, that Jay is pretty much over. So that's gonna be it from watching the videos and stuff. So what's my consensus, right? So first of all, I do think that this was originally what sort of RiceGum would have wanted, but Jake Paul kind of covered that in his video as well, pretty well actually.
I know, this is the reaction you wanted out of me. You're so happy right now. Call your mom and tell her that it's your big day. Tell her to break out the nicest outfit that she has and that you're taking her to dinner, because this will make you the most relevant that you've ever been.
So what's my conclusion? I don't know, and I don't care. Like, I don't think anyone's videos show what anyone's really like. I think they do in a certain way, but I don't think you can judge somebody as a person from their videos. Like, I don't think you could judge me and know whether you would like me in person just by watching my videos, because I make videos on topics and stuff like that. So yeah, you might not like my opinion on certain topics, but that doesn't mean you won't like me as a person. And so even though I act myself to my camera and I am completely myself, I still don't think that means you could think you know who I am through my videos, let alone people like RiceGum and Jake Paul, who I'm pretty sure put on like a bit of an act for the camera. Yeah, so what you do making your money, I don't think that affects you as a person, This light is dying. My light's dying. My light is dying, so I have to do this fast. That's why it's all flickery. But if you work as a professor, I'm not going to judge who you are as a person based off your lectures. But I think, and I think you all know this as well, the only true way to judge who somebody is as a person is to smoke a joint with them. Hey! Thank you very much for watching. This was a sick video to make. Yeah, I hope I get this out fast enough. I've been working on this like since 7 in the morning, just like a one-day video. I haven't done that in a while. So subscribe to the channel. I haven't made a commentary video in a little bit. I think this has been pretty sick, to be fair. I think you guys should understand something from this, that you can have a discussion with somebody, you can disagree with something on the internet and not hate somebody. Like this isn't like, you know, somebody saying, oh, I'm gonna go outside and kill some children, innit? Like, no, this is like, I don't even know what this is. What are they arguing about? Like, wait. I was about to end this video, but like, wait, let me just think about this for a second. They're arguing over jokes. The bad jokes. Bad jokes, yeah, and I don't think that determines how your morals, your internal morals as a person and what you do with your life, man. We're arguing about jokes, man. In a bit, comment your thoughts below. Yeah, like the video. All the likes help. Let's get some likes. Let's hope more than 10 people watch this video.